topic. It's destructive distillation of coal. The concept is same as that of distillation that is done for impure water. While water is being purified, it goes through different processes. Like it goes through sedimentation, decantation, distillation. So same thing is being done for this also. Let us understand how it is being done by the help of an animation, by the help of this video. Let us try to understand this.
Laboratory method of destructive distillation of coal. The process of heating coal in the absence of oxygen to obtain useful products is called destructive distillation of coal. When coal is heated strongly above 1000 degrees Celsius without air, it produces many byproducts. The main byproducts are coke, coal tar, amino acid liquor, coal gas. Let's understand the concept through experiment. Objective of the experiment is destructive distillation of coal. The materials required are 2 hard glass test tubes marked A and B, delivery tubes, clamp stand, burner, rubber stopper, pieces of coal and water. The procedure: take small pieces of coal in test tube A. Test tube A is fitted with a rubber stopper carrying a delivery tube and is clamped to the stand. Test tube B, containing water, is clamped vertically to the stand. The burner is lighted and the test tube A is heated first gently and then intensely. The gas liberated by heated coal passed through the water in the test tube B. You will observe black coal tar collected at the bottom of test tube B. The ammoniacal compounds formed will dissolve in water in test tube B to form ammoniacal liquor. Coal gas, insoluble in water, escapes through the side tube. It can be lighted at the end of the open tube. It is a mixture of hydrogen, methane, carbon monoxide, and other gases. Solid residue left behind in the test tube A is coke. It is an almost pure form of carbon.
Okay, so all of you saw this video. In this, what did you understood? And what are your confusions? If there's any confusion regarding this, please do let me know.
Confusion?
Yes, 1 minute. Yeah. Yes, I'm listening.
I'm confused. What is the
Please repeat again. What is?
is coke, sir?
Okay, this coke. Yeah. Any other confusions in this? To anyone?
Sir, can you play this video again?
Okay. How about I explain it? Yeah.
Yes, sir. This is also fine.
Okay, now okay. See what we have done. We are doing destructive distillation of coal. Now, previously in the previous class, I explained you about distillation, which was a separation technique used to separate liquids, different kind of liquids, or in order to separate liquid from a mixture. Right now, in which 2 steps were involved. One step was boiling. In the first step, step number 1, we boil the mixture. Whatever we have, we will be boiling it. In the next step, we were required to cool it down. Two steps were involved in this process of distillation. Now, in this destructive distillation of coal, what is happening over here? See, we have taken some sample of coal. You can take any type of coal, whether it be anthracite, peat, lignite, no matter. Whatever kind of coal you want to take, you can take it. You will place it in test tube A, and you can notice that with the help of a wooden cork, we have closed this and fitted another glass tube inside this, so that whatever gas will come, it will come out of this. Let us understand what is happening. We are heating coal in absence of oxygen. In absence of oxygen, we are heating this coal. So we'll be heating it at high temperature. So thereby what will happen? This coal, from this, whatever moisture is present inside this coal, it will start to come out in the form of gases. And via this glass pipe, it will go into test tube B. And in test tube B, you have taken some water. All right, let's understand what is happening in test tube B. In test tube B, this gas that is coming out from test tube A will go inside the water. If you look closely, this glass structure is dipped inside the water. It's not outside the water. It is actually dipped inside the water. Getting it now? So gases will start to come out from this hole, from this end of this glass pipe, and it will react with water. Now let us understand what is going to happen. Later on, you will find that in the water, this gas will dissolve with water to form two things. One that dissolves at the bottom is called as coal tar. Please turn off your mic. Someone's mic is on and there's some background noise. Please turn it off. Yeah. So, I mean to say that here, some component will settle down at the base of this glass beaker, and that is called as coal tar. And some of the components of gas will dissolve in water, and then it will form ammoniacal liquor. This will lead to formation of ammoniacal liquor.
Coal gas.
Ammoniacal liquor, it's a type of alcohol. And in glass A, what will be left? Now you will be left with coke. You will be left with coke, which is almost pure form of coal. Are you guys getting it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, no? If
Yes, sir,
anyone
I
has
get it.
not getting it, see. Basically, destructive distillation of coal is what? It's a process in which coal is heated at very high temperature in the absence of air. You have taken some coal in a test tube A. In the absence of air, you are heating it at high temperature. So while heating, some gas will start to come out from this coal. Initially, you have taken coal. There was no coke. Initially, at the starting, you have taken some coal. So gas will start to come out of this and it will go in test tube B. In test tube B, you have taken some water. Why we have taken water? Because you want to obtain the product from the coal. So the gas.
Laboratory.
1 minute.
First,
yeah. So the gas that was coming from this pipe, it goes into this water, and later it leads to formation of coal tar. So coal tar will be settling at the bottom. Whatever settles at the bottom is coal tar. And whatever mixes into the water, that leads to ammonia. That leads to ammoniacal liquor.
Okay, sir.
Also, you need to know that this gas that is coming out due to heating of coal, this gas also consists of different things. Getting it now? So some of
Yes,
it
sir.
mixes with water to form coal tar, while some of it will mix with water to form ammoniacal liquor. While those component of this gas that does not mixes with this water, it will not mix with water and it will come out from this test tube via this pipe, and that gas is called as coal gas. Now, if you were to light if you were to light a matchstick near this now, it will burn with a dazzling flame. If you were to bring a matchstick near this, it will burn with a very dazzling flame. Getting my point? You take a matchstick near this,
Yes, sir.
and if you were to burn it, bring a matchstick near this now. Suppose this is a matchstick. Now, as soon as you bring it near to this, the flame will become bigger. The flame will become bigger because of the coal gas. Coal gas is one of the fuel. Getting it? Now, earlier it was used in street lamps. Earlier, coal gas was used in street lamps. It is nowadays also it is used for the purpose of used in the industries also. So hope you guys have got it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, na?
So,
Yes.
so coal are being like settled at the bottom of the like the glass tube. Is it why it consists of like
Mhm.
many mixtures, like many compounds?
Yes. It's a mixture of almost 200 different
200 compounds. Yes,
substances
sir.
right now. That is the thing about it. We are going to learn about all of them. We're going to learn about different components of different products that we obtain from destructive distillation of coal. Let us understand about them. Ammonical liquor, we are not going to talk about that. Okay, now because that's not in the syllabus, so we are not concerned about that. Let us talk about coke. Coke, which we in which test tube coke was obtained? Test tube A or test tube B?
B.
No,
Yes, sir.
A. It was
Oh,
obtained
yeah,
in
okay.
test tube A, no? Yeah, no need to show it again. If you were to look at coke, this is how coke looks like. That's the image of coke. Coke will be tough and it will be porous. Coke will be tough and it will be porous, and obviously it will be a black substance, and almost it's a pure form of carbon. Why it's a pure form of carbon? Because whatever other components were present in it has evaporated. Due to heating, due to excessive heating, whatever component was present in it has evaporated. Getting it now? It evaporated from this and went into another tube while destructive distillation was being done. So it's almost a pure form of carbon. Where it is used, it will be used in manufacturing of steel. It will be used in extraction of different type of metals from earth. Getting my point?
Yes, sir.
The processing of coal to get coke also yields coal gas also. That's another fact right now. So that is the thing about coke, and this is how it looks like. This is another thing, by the way. Let's talk about coal tar. It is obtained in which test tube? In the second test tube.
Second.
Sorry, B.
In test tube B, correct. Okay, will it be settling down or will it mix into the water?
It will be settling down.
Settle down.
Settle down, very good. Okay, by the way, there's an important information for everyone in the class. See, it's been told that everyone requires to turn their cameras on in the class. It's coming, this thing is coming from Learnivio team. So thereby it is compulsory for everyone to turn this cameras on, turn their cameras on. Unless
Sir,
there's some default in your camera or there's some other issues, it's okay. But it is required for everyone to turn this camera on in the class. And another thing is that if someone is found not turning their cameras on repeatedly in the class, then their parents will be informed. The team will be informing your parents. So keep that thing in mind. So starting from today, make sure that you guys turn your cameras on in the class.
Sir,
Also, yes, Khadija.
actually, I don't have a camera on my laptop.
Okay. So that can be understood. What about others? Alif, Shikrika, Gauri, everyone. Sundus. Yeah. Also, in order to have a proper interaction, this is important. Okay, no? since it's a online class and it's not a offline class, so thereby in order to, if you guys were to keep your cameras off, thereby I will feel like I'm talking to like no one in the class right now. So that is the thing.
Okay, so
Okay.
I need to
Now
on it in the settings and it will take a much time. So
yes,
to
Sundar.
on like in this laptop, I have to on the settings. Like
Okay, from next time you can turn it on. Okay, na? For others who can't turn it on today, from next class, make sure you turn it on. Okay, na?
okay, sir.
Mm-hmm. So that is the thing about this. Okay, na? Talking about coal tar, it's a black, thick liquid which has got a very unpleasant smell, and it's a mixture of about 200 different substances. And further, coal tar can be processed further. It can be filtered further to obtain so many useful raw materials from it, to obtain so many useful products from it. Right now, so coal tar would be used as raw material to manufacture drugs. Drugs here refers to medicines, huh? Explosives, naphthalene balls. You all might have seen naphthalene balls. Huh?
yes,
Earlier,
sir.
people used to keep naphthalene balls in the clothes,
Washrooms.
in washrooms as well. It basically keeps the bugs and insects away. It stops the fungal growth. Right now, it will be used in perfumes also, manufacture of synthetic dyes. Dyes here refers to the paint basically. Right now, synthetic dyes, paints, plastics we used to manufacture, used as a raw material in manufacturing of roofing materials also. For photographic materials like photographic film, you all might be aware that earlier photographic films were used in the cameras. You might have seen this kind of uh, this needed to be fitted into the camera in order to get an imprint of the image. Later on, the colorful image were obtained from this. You guys getting what I'm trying to say?
Yes, sir.
Photographic films are used. Now, apart from these uses, one special use of coal tar is that earlier it was used to metal the roads. For metalling of the roads, it was used. But nowadays, we have switched to another product. Earlier, it was used for metalling of roads. Uses of coal tar. In the middle image, you can see the metal is being, the road is being metalled using this coal tar. And also it has got some adhesive property. Coal tar has got some adhesive property. ADHESIV, adhesive property. So it is sticky. So it will be binding the rocks together. So that is another thing about it. But nowadays, instead of coal tar, we are using bitumen. And keep this thing in mind, bitumen is not a coal product. It is a petroleum product. All right now.
Can you spell it?
So that's, yes,
Can you spell it? The
bitumen, BITUMEN. It's written over here as well. Bitumen. It's a petroleum product that is nowadays being used to metal the roads. All right now. So that is the thing about it. Alif, Shikrika, you guys are also required to turn your cameras on.
Okay, sir.
Then talking about coal gas. Coal gas is also one of the byproduct. Let us understand what are its uses. So in many of the industries, it will be used as a fuel. It will be used as a fuel. Mainly, it will be used as a heat source and not as a light source. Right now, it will be mainly used as a heat source and not as a light source. So that is the thing. Earlier, as I told you, it was used in street lamps also. So once it was used for the purpose of lightning also. For the purpose of lightning also, it was used in the year 1810 in London. It was first used for the purpose of lightning. Getting it now? So that is the thing about it. Later on, it was used in New York in the year
Sorry, can you
1820
repeat
as
it
well.
again?
Yeah, I was saying that once it was used for street lightning. Although upon burning, coal gas does not emit that much amount of light. So nowadays we prefer to use it as a source of heat only. But in the year 1810 and 1820, you found that it was being used for lighting purpose. So once it was used for lighting purposes, you might have seen that if you happen to sometime visit the streets of New York, or if you were to look at the old images of the street of New York or London, you would find there would be metallic lamps, there would be long pole, and over there would be some metallic lamps would be like this. Try to
Yes,
understand
sir.
what I'm trying to say. And how they were operated? They were operated using coal gas. So that is the thing about it. Hope you guys are getting it.
Sir, are they not used as lighting anymore?
Yes?
Are they not used as lighting
Huh.
anymore?
Yes. Why do we not use it as lighting anymore? See, main reason is that nowadays we have got better alternatives. We have CFLs. Even better than CFLs, we have light emitting diode, that is LED bulbs. So coal gas were not giving that much of light. Upon burning, it did not provided that much amount of light. Also, you have to keep on refilling it with coal gas right now. You have to keep on refilling the street lamps with coal gas. Light was not that much sufficient. So since we have got better alternatives, that's why we don't use coal gas for the purpose of lighting. Getting it now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then let us understand this important term, like what are hydrocarbons? See, in your higher classes, you'd be frequently using this term, hydrocarbon, particularly in chemistry. Hydrocarbons are the substances that consist of only carbon and hydrogen. For example, compounds like methane. Compounds like methane, for example, methane is made up of carbon and hydrogen, that is CH4. CH4, one atom of carbon, 4 atom of hydrogen. Getting it now? For example, you have butane, you have hexane. All of these are basically hydrocarbons. All right now. So in different kind of fuels also, you will find that hydrocarbons will be found. Different kind of fuels also, hydrocarbon will be found. For example, butane, that is C4H10, 4 atoms of carbon, 10 atoms of hydrogen. All right now. So compounds like methane, butane, and hexane are hydrocarbons that are produced on burning of the fossil fuels. So when fossil fuels like coal and petroleum will be burned, they will be giving different kind of gases. Normally we know that they give carbon dioxide gas also, they give carbon monoxide. Apart from that, they will be releasing gases like methane as well, gases like butane, hexane as well. All of you are getting it or not?
Can you explain the again?
Yeah, sure. Say for example, you are burning, let's say, LPG, or say that you are burning kerosene. When they are burnt, they would be releasing different. Yeah, sure. So they will be releasing different kind of gases. The gases would be like carbon dioxide. The gases could be, in this you can include some other fossil fuels also. Coal can also be counted. Carbon monoxide will also be released. But how much of carbon monoxide will be released, or whether it will be released or not, depends upon how you are burning that fuel. If you are burning that fuel in absence of oxygen, so most probably carbon monoxide gas will be released. Apart from that, you will be having methane also. You will be having gases like butane also. So they will also be released into the atmosphere. So you guys tell me, will carbon dioxide or carbon monoxide, will we call them as hydrocarbons? Do we call them hydrocarbon?
So can you repeat your question?
Yeah, my question is that, do we say that carbon dioxide and carbon monoxides are hydrocarbons?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, because the definition itself says that compound will be made up of hydrogen and carbon only right now. So that is the thing about hydrocarbons. All right, now there's this interesting question that what will happen if the coal reserves gets depleted? All the coal from earth basically gets vanished, used up by humans. What is going to happen then? Yes, you guys tell me what will happen. We know that coal, as of now also, coal is being used as a major source of energy in industries. And if you go to rural areas also, rural areas in particular, coal is still used as a major source of energy. For cooking purposes, it is used there. Getting it now,
Also,
guys?
where it is used in what building and roads.
From back.
Repeat again, Sundus.
Nothing, sir. Never mind.
No, repeat it again. I didn't heard it properly. That's why I'm saying.
Sir, never mind. Give it.
Okay. Not only it serves as a source of energy in industries as well as in rural areas, it also serves us with various other purposes. Like we have learned that with destructive distillation of coal, we get various byproducts. For example, talking about coal tar. Coal tar is used in a variety of purpose. In a variety, it has got different uses. Right now, like we discussed that coal tar is used for metalling. Earlier, it was used for metalling the roads. We obtain different kind of products from coal tar. It is used as a raw material to manufacture drugs, to manufacture explosives. In the manufacturing of naphthalene balls, it is used. Where is all this coming from? It is coming from coal tar, and coal tar is coming from coal basically. Yes.
Yes. So coal reserves basically mean like the one found on like the one which purifies coal, or like
Uh,
I don't
coal.
get it. Like the coal reserve. What does it
Coal.
mean? Like
Okay, coal reserves.
yes, sir. Like reserves, I know like the meaning of reserves, but like coal reserves, like I don't get that.
Okay. See, basically, coal reserves refers to what? See, when mining is done, for example, see, look at this. See, what do we mean by coal reserve? See, this much of area that you are seeing over here, here coal will be found. Here coal
So
will be found. So we say that this is the coal reserve.
this is the one under the ground is just called coal reserve.
Exactly. Right now,
Okay.
the coal that is in usable form, whether it be peat, bituminous, subbituminous, anthracite, that is simply coal reserve. All of them together will be called as coal reserves. Coal reserve will be found in different parts of the world. For example, like here in India, you have several kind of mines, like Jharia mines are there in Jharkhand. So around the world, in different parts of the world, such coal reserve will be found. So when I ask this question, I am referring to all those coal reserves. What will happen if a coal reserves get depleted? So we have been mining the coals at a very alarming rate right now. Since our major today also coal is a major source of energy in industries. Next thing we discussed that we obtain various other products, like for example, uh, coke, coal tar, coal gas is obtained from it right now.
Yes, sir.
That is the thing. Another interesting thing is that coal is used in the synthesis of synthetic oil also. We have different kind of synthetic oils. In order to obtain it, there also coal is used. So if the reserves of coal were to get depleted today, it would become very difficult for us to produce energy for our various needs. Hence, it is important that we must use the coal in a very efficient manner. You know that even if we were to use the coal reserves very judiciously, very in a very efficient manner, even then it is going to get depleted. Why? Because the reason is that it took millions of years for the formation of coal, and no one knows, like, in as counting from today, let's say counting from today, if the plants that are dying today, if they were also to go through the same process, it would require another millions of years for the formation of those coal reserves. Getting my point?
Sir,
So the
coal is
better,
non-renewable.
exactly, coal is a non-renewable energy, right? It's an exhaustible and non-renewable energy. So thereby we need to shift towards alternative energy resources. Like nowadays we are shifting towards solar panels. Nuclear energy also is also being used to produce electricity. Hydroelectricity power plants are being installed at various places. Like the dams that you see, what are the purpose of the dam? The dams are basically built on the rivers in order to build hydroelectricity power plants. You guys can do this activity. Try to understand this. You guys can take a DC motor. You guys understand what a DC motor is?
No, sir.
See, motors are also of two types. There's a DC motor and there's AC motor. The ceiling fan in your house, for example, all the fans in your house that does not operate on battery, they are AC motor. The motor that will run on AC currents. AC currents. They are AC motor. While if you get some project in your school, and let's say you get a project in your school to make a, for example, let's say you're asked to make a working model of something where a fan is required. For example, you have to construct a mini city, or let's say you have to construct a model of windmill. Yes,
Windmill.
windmill, right now. So there you would be using a DC motor. You would connect it with a battery, small pencil battery, let's say. So that motor is example of DC motor. You all might have used it. Or the toys that you see, toy cars, in the toy cars, DC motor is used. Or the remotes, AC remotes or television remotes, all of them work on DC batteries. They
Okay, sir.
work on DC batteries. So that is what that thing is. DC here refers for direct current. Direct current. Okay, now?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now, basically, what I was trying to say, trying to explain to you. See, what happens normally, we connect a DC motor to this battery and we install a dynamo on this. We install a fan blade, and upon connecting the wires, this will start to rotate. That's what normally basically, that's how it works now.
Yes, sir.
Fan starts to rotate. Now you guys tell me, what if we were to do opposite here? What, instead of connecting a battery to this DC motor, how about I were to rotate this fan at a very high speed? You know what is going to happen in that case? In that case, you will observe that if I were to connect two wires to this, I have removed this battery now. Now I'm going to connect these wires to a bulb. Let's say you have got a bulb. I connect it to a bulb. This bulb will glow. Getting the concept what I'm trying to say? This bulb will glow.
I don't.
So it's because of the wind energy, right?
Not necessarily we are using wind energy. We can use the flow of water also to rotate this fan. Flowing water can also be used. I'm going to explain it once again. Now see, in the case of hydroelectricity power plant, same thing, a little bit modified, is being done at a large scale. And the electricity that is produced in it, it's not directly used to glow the bulb, but it will be stored. First of all, it will be stored, and then via the power lines, via the electrical cables, it is supplied to different parts of the world, to different countries, states, districts, etc. I'm repeating this again. See, for those of you who didn't understood it, understand it properly once again. We have taken a DC motor, we have attached a fan blade to this. Now, either due to wind energy or either due to flow of water, let's say you throw water over it at some force right now. This blade, our main purpose is to somehow rotate this blade, rotate this fan at a very high speed. So
Yes,
this
sir.
rotation of fan will rotate the motor also.
Sir,
Yeah.
when if we pour water, the motor will short circuit. Yeah.
So see, the thing is now we will do it in such a manner that we avoid the contact of water with this motor. Okay, no? In such a manner it will be done. So what will happen? What you will observe once you connect wires from the end of from the terminals of motor to a bulb, that bulb will glow. So you have done the reverse here. A reverse thing is being done here. So that same concept is done at a large scale. So you have a river right now. So you have built a dam over it. You have built a dam over it, and you will make a small gate over here. And with this gate, once you open it, this water will flow at a very high speed, and this water flowing at a very high speed will be used to rotate the blades of a fan. And as it rotates, so as it will be rotating, that will help in production of electrical energy, and that electrical energy will be stored. So
Okay,
that's
sir.
the concept.
So I have a doubt.
Yes.
Sir, if we're doing it like as you said for school projects or something, how will you provide the water flow?
How will we, okay, in school projects?
Yes, sir, like any small projects to show or like to represent, how can we show the water flow?
Okay, how can we show the water flow?
Yeah, like how
There
can the
what
water flow take place?
Okay, how can the water flow take place? Okay, although in order to understand this model with the help of a school project, there you will have to use such a bulb that will glow in just a very small amount of electricity. What you can do, you can take a glass container at some height, insert a pipe, and fill this with water. Fill this with water. Will be not inserting pipe over here, but insert the pipe over here, and simply you can DC motor. This is your fan blade, and the water will be, it has to be slightly below than this. Okay, now this whole structure, it should be slightly below this thing I'm talking. It has to be fixed slightly below the level of this water tank. Okay, now.
Sir.
So as the water will start to come out
Sir.
from this, it will rotate this. In this manner, you can do it. Yes, Alif.
Can we spin with hand?
See, how long will you be doing with your hand? Or in that case, if you rotate it too fast, the setup might get broken. Okay, no? So that is the thing about it. Hope you guys are getting it. Apart
Yes,
from this, now guys, you can use the steam also. You can use steam also. It would be better to use steam. Okay, no? Steam would be a better option to use. Okay, let us
Sir.
get back to the topic. Yes, Chagrika.
Sir, it's me, Vaika. Sir, can I use the restroom?
Yeah, sure. So if the amount of coal gets depleted, it would become much difficult for us to produce energy. So that's why it is advised that we shift to alternate sources of energy and use the coal reserves in an efficient manner. So hope you guys have understand that. Another question comes that what are the substances released on burning of the coal? Moments ago, I did told you about some of them. Carbon dioxide is the most common gas that will be released. Carbon monoxide will also be released, but in lack of oxygen. Sulfur dioxide, that is SO2, it will be released. Nitrogen gas, lead, arsenic, mercury. These are some of the other products that are released upon burning of coal. Hope you guys have got this. All right, now apart from these, you will be having some more, like there would be methane in some cases. In some cases, there could be butane as well. Butane, hexane can also be there. So coal has been finished here. We have completed the topic coal. If you guys have any other questions from it, please do let me know. Or else we are going to start the next topic. Any confusions to anyone, please do let me know.
No.
All right.
No, sir.
Let us learn about petroleum or simply crude oil. Before we move on to that, now there's a few important questions are there. Okay, na? Yeah. Okay, let's do these questions. Then we'll be proceeding further. You guys will be required to answer this in the chat box. Okay, now I'm marking the questions as 1, 2, 3, and 4. Also, you have to answer on this IT. Few questions you guys can leave it as of now. Like question number 1, you can leave it, but I think you guys will be able to answer this one also. Although we'll be discussing about natural gas in petroleum. Good, Chakrika. Do one thing, leave the second one, okay, no? Leave the second one, we'll be understanding about it later on.
So can we answer it if you know?
If you guys know, then you can answer it.
Sir, I'm not sure, but I'm trying it because I've had this question for a while.
Yeah. No issues. Vaiga, your first one is correct. Gauri, the answer you have given for the first one, it's not correct. Think about it once again. Chakrika, that is correct. The second one you have given, that is correct. Gauri, how can it be the answer you're giving? No. Correct, Chakrika. What happened to others? Alif, Sundus, Vaiga, Khadija?
Sir, I'm typing.
Okay.
Sir,
Guys, just write the answers like this. For example, 2 is to 6, 2 is to E or D, whatever it is. Answer it in this manner. No need to write the whole options.
sir,
Hmm.
I send it in chat.
You must have sent on another ID. You have to send over here on this ID.
Sir, I'm not.
On this ID, okay, no?
Okay, sir.
Yeah, Chakrika. Very good. All of your answers are correct. Very good. Khadija, the first one is very good. Second, correct. Yes, Khadija, very good. Yeah, Gauri. Now your answer for the first one is correct. Good. Alif, you have to send on this ID, by the way, okay, no? And just answer it like this: 1
Yes, sir.
equals to E, 2 equals to F, in that manner, okay? After having this, after this, we are going to learn about petroleum. Petroleum is also called as crude oil. Right now, it's a naturally occurring yellowish black liquid. When you see the, if you were to look at how petroleum looks like when it is extracted from the earth, it will be yellowish black liquid. It will be a mixture of different type of hydrocarbons like methane, butane, propane, hexane, etc. All right, now what happened? Others are not answering it. Vaiga, you haven't sent the answers.
Yes, sir, I'm sending it, like, but it's not going. I'm just trying.
Why it's not? 1 minute. Are you guys sending it on this one? Okay, see, some of you have Send your answers on this one. Alif, you have shared on this one. Okay, everyone note this thing down that you have to send your answers on this one. Okay, now because I will be able to look at your answers on this ID only. Okay. But anyways, Alif, fourth one you're answering is B1D 3B 4B.
Sir, can you see that?
For the fourth one, you are answering which option?
Refining coal of
How
coal.
can it be refining of coal? Coke is obtained from destructive distillation of petroleum. Now, when coal is burnt at excessive amount of heat, then you are obtaining coke now. It's destructive distillation.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, keep that thing in mind.
Again,
Yes, repeat. Someone had a question. Vaiga, the answer of third one is incorrect. Yes, Chakrika?
So refining basically only applies for liquids.
No, it's not like it will only apply for liquids. It's a term that can be used for purification of even solid fuels. But here we are not refining it. Here we are breaking it apart now into different components. Refining, you'd be understanding it in the case of petroleum.
Yes, because
Okay.
I was also about to write refining of petroleum.
Okay, no worries. Okay, Vaiga, the answer for the third one. See, Vaiga, answer for the third one.
Sir,
For,
actually, sir, for the third one, it's actually B. I by mistake wrote C.
Okay, no issues. Sundus, the first.
Is B correct?
Yeah, it is correct.
Okay.
Sundus, for the first one you're answering, it's renewable. How can natural gas be renewable? It's a non-renewable.
I didn't know that actually.
Okay.
Hooked.
Okay, no issue. See, in the beginning of the chapter in the class, we did learn that fuels are of two categories. One is exhaustible, one is inexhaustible. Then we learned that fuels, some of them are renewable, some of them are non-renewable. Right now. So natural gas, we learned that it's a non-renewable fuel. No?
Yes, sir.
What about other, for the third one you're answering, it's okay. Fourth one you have answered. Yeah, it's correct. Who else is left? Yeah, okay. Third one you are answering C. Vaiga, for the third one, which answer you have to answer?
Sir, B, but I by mistakenly wrote C.
Okay, no issues. For the fourth one, it is C. All right, good. Some more questions are there, but I will be discussing it in the class. Okay, such resources which can be continually replenished, what do we call them as? Alif. Yes, Alif.
Sir, can you sir,
Take your time.
non-renewable.
Which can be continually replenished. How can it be non-renewable?
So, sorry, sir, I thought the previous question.
No. So thereby it is?
Sir, exhaustible resources.
How can it be? See, you are getting confused in this. Others answer this one. Such resources which can be continually replenished. What do we call them as? We
Sir,
have.
can I answer?
Yeah.
It's inexhaustible.
Yes, Chakrika. And who answered this one? Gauri, I believe. Okay, Khadija. Yeah. Good. So we have examples now. Like you have water. You see, water cycle is continuously occurring in nature. Amount of water on earth can never be lost. Try to understand it in this manner. It's not like, although we are using water not in a very efficient manner, but all the water remains on earth only. And it's a inexhaustible resource. 75% of the earth is covered with water. Sundus, you answer the second one.
Is it B?
Chakrika and Gauri, you answer this one. Khadija, you answered the last one. Chakrika and Gauri, please answer the third one in the chat box. Yes, Sundus.
B.
B. Oh, very good. What is absent in coal?
Sir, phosphorus.
Phosphorus. Very good. Very good. For the third question, what you guys are answering? It's carbon content. Very good. So coal has been classified as per its carbon content. Can you guys name those? What are the different types of coal as per the carbon content found in them? In the ascending order. Name them in the ascending order. Anyone who knows it, please answer it.
Sir, I'm not
Sir,
sure
can
in
you
the
repeat?
ascending order, but
Only in the ascending order.
Sir, can you repeat the question?
Yeah, my question is that what are the different types of coal found in nature as per the increasing carbon content in them? Okay, Gauri, the first one you have answer. The first one is correct. Next is okay.
sir, can I try?
Yeah, you can also try. Everyone can try. Yeah, the first three that is correct, Gauri, and the last one is yes, Chakrika. First one is correct. Correct. What happened to others? Khadija, Sandus,
What was the
Vaika,
question?
Alif.
Sir, actually, I don't know. Like,
Okay, no worries, no worries. Yes, Khadija, that is correct.
What was
Shakri,
the question?
my question was na Sandus. What are the different types of coal found in nature as per their increasing carbon content? Yes, that is correct, Chakrika. Very good.
Sir,
Gauri
can
have
you,
also answered all.
sir,
Yeah, Gauri, that is correct. Yes, Alif.
sir, can you repeat the question?
Yeah, my question was that what are the different types of coal found in nature as per increasing carbon content in them? If you look, you have the finest quality of coal found in the nature is anthracite. And
oh, sir, is it like bituminous coal carbonization?
exactly, no, carbonization is a
Oh,
different thing. You have peat, lignite, bituminous, and then anthracite. Have a look at this image where we discussed this. You have peat,
So,
lignite.
but you also mentioned subbituminous.
You can count both of them together, like subbituminous or bituminous. Okay, na?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Still, it is fine. Or if you were to mention subbituminous, then after lignite, you will first write subbituminous, then bituminous, and then anthracite. Those of you who answered in this order, their answers are correct. Also, make sure that you memorize this. It will be helpful. So, I'm just going to give you an introduction of petroleum. We'll be discussing about it in detail in the next class. Okay, no? So, petroleum is obtained from the earth by oil drilling. First of all, the geology of that area will be studied. First of all, the geology of that area will be studied. Once it is confirmed that a good amount of oil reserves, petroleum reserves are there inside it right now, then thereby via oil drilling, petroleum will be extracted from that land. There would be oil well in different part of the world, like in Texas, in United States, you will find oil wells are there. Like in Kuwait, oil wells are there. All right, now in different parts of the world, you can find oil wells. So once petroleum will be extracted, it will be refined because it is not in a usable form. So it has to be refined, and different components found in the petroleum has to be separated, and mostly it is done by distillation process. It is done by the distillation process. There you will learn about fractional distillation. Okay, now different type of products are obtained from petroleum, and keeping this thing in mind that petroleum and crude oil both are same thing. So products like petrol, or kerosene or diesel or like jet fuel or different type of lubricants. All of them are obtained from petrol. Different type of chemical substances that are obtained due to from refining of petrol are used to make plastics, used to make textiles, used to make synthetic rubber, fertilizers, pesticides. Even it is used in pharmaceuticals, meaning it is used in making of certain kind of medicines as well. You would be amazed to know that you should know this thing, like there are thousands of different products that are directly or indirectly obtained from petroleum. Getting it now? So petroleum is used in manufacturing a vast variety of materials that are essential for modern day life. That is used important for modern day life. And as per studies, it is estimated that the world is consuming about 100 million barrels of petrol each day. How many? 100 million barrels. You guys know about barrel? This
Yes, sir.
barrel. Huh?
Yes,
So
sir.
100 million barrels are used per day, and one barrel of oil is equal to 159 liter. And the number is 100 million barrels. So just imagine the number and how much we are reliant upon petroleum. Getting it now? And those countries where oil
So how much?
refineries are found, yes.
So 100 million barrels like per like time period. Which time period? Like day, month, year.
100 million barrels meaning, repeat again.
Like what's the time period, sir? Like which time period are they taking out? Are they drilling out 100 millions of barrels of oil? Like in a month or a year?
No. Here I am talking about consumption on a daily basis. I'm not talking about
Okay, like-
extraction. Okay, no.
Okay, so like how much we spend, like how much we.
Okay, so far how much we have spent?
Yes, sir. Like
Okay, that's a thing we have to look into. I'm not sure about that. Okay, no, so can't say for sure. Okay, no.
Yes.
There must be some surveys done on it. Some study must have been done. You will have to look into it. You will find that any country where petroleum reserves are found, that will be very extremely profitable for that country, and it's critical for the economic development of that country right now. So some countries are called as oil states also. Some countries are called as oil states. For example, in Texas, there's a oil well is there in Texas. Sometimes it is called as oil state also. While it can be extremely profitable for the economic development of a country, at the same time it can be damaging to the environment and to the human health also, because extraction, refining and burning of fossil fuels, all these steps releases large quantities of greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. So petroleum is one of the major contributors to climate change. Yes.
Sir, greenhouse is harmful or not?
Obviously it is harmful. Gases like chlorofluorocarbon, carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, methane, all of them are harmful gases that are leading to global warming. Okay, now so that's it for today. Others may leave the class. Shukrika and Gauri, you guys will be staying. And if this chapter, cell structure and function, is in the syllabus of others, they can also continue with the class.
I am not going to school though, but when I ask my friends, they say even this chapter is not going on in my school.
Okay, that chapter is not going in school, no?
This also, like Poland petroleum.
This is also not going.
Sir,
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay, is that the case with others also?
sir, actually it's in my syllabus, but it's not going on right now.
Okay, right now it's not going on. Okay, that's a different thing.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Bye.
Okay, bye.
So, sir, should I leave or not?
What is the chapter you told?
Cell structure and function. Do one thing, only Chakrika
No,
and
sir,
Gauri,
we
you
don't
guys
know.
stay. Chakrika and Gauri, you guys stay. Others will continue from the next class.
Okay, thank you,
Okay,
sir.
sir. Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. Okay, Chakrika and Gauri. By the way, Chakrika, your exams are going to start from 12th of June. Am I correct?
No, sir. 5th of June.
5th of June.
Yes, sir.
Let me write it down. On 5th of June. What about you?